RPG Kid 5464 says, are you considering upgrading your computer in the future? Yes. In fact, I'm thinking of upgrading my video card. My video card was great at the time, and when I bought it, they did not have Radeon HD or the GTX series. Neither one of those existed. Right as soon as I bought my computer, they made both of those. I'm like, okay. Almighty Elemental asks, if Jigsaw were to make a trap for O.J. Simpson, how would it be designed, and would O.J. escape? He would be in a silo, chained to the floor, where the silo was slowly being filled with gloves until he was going to suffocate. And to escape from the shackles, he would have to watch porno with all of his previous loves in him to get the key combination to unlock his shackles. I don't know. And would he escape? No, because he could not watch. He would get so angry he wouldn't know what to do with. I don't know. It's just okay. Okay. Almighty Elemental asks, on a more serious note, what are the scariest game you've played? That would probably be Lands of Lore 1. There was another game for the PlayStation or N64, I don't remember which. I always thought it was Vagrant Story, but I looked that up and that was not it. I don't remember what game it is. It was freaking me out, though. And, okay, but the one that I do remember, what exactly made them so frightening, the fact that there were creatures in it that could kill you in about 2 or 3 hits, and they were, well, I don't really want to give too much away, but there's a place called is it the White Tower or the Ivory Tower? I think it's the Ivory Tower, where you can't really know where your enemies are, even when they're obviously there. So you're trying to do things really quickly, and you're worried about... it's pretty freaky. Okay. Maxter2 says 23/8/1/2019, 25/15, 22/18, 14/1, 13/5. Can you decode it? Hint, think of the alphabet. 23... I think it's J and T, so TUVW, W8, that would be G, no, H, then A, T, PRS, what's, okay, 25 would be Y, O, U, no, that would be 22 is not U, Y, O, V? R. Yeah, you misspelled the word. You did Y-O-V-R instead of Y-O-U-R. Okay, and then 14, J, K-L-M-N, K-L-M-N, N-A-M, N-A-M-E. What's your name? My name is Brett. B-R-E-T-T. Brett. That would be 2/18/5/2020. RPG says that this isn't a question, but there's a sequel to Aria of Sorrow on DS. Yes, I know this, but it's on the DS and can't really play DS too well on the computer. Smackdownaddict says, which game would you do an LP of? Saw the video game or BioShock 2? Which one? BioShock 2. Call of Duty 3312. Have you played Devil May Cry series? Did I like it? Will I do an LP of it? No, I have not played it. It looks interesting. Okay, let me zoom down. Will you use xfire for broadcasting and recording? Cause blah 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 something. Will I use it? If Frap stops working for some reason. Tails Darcy asks, I really don't understand why you hate Oblivion. What do you think you would change to make it better? How about a Okay. Don't auto-scale the monsters anymore. If you gain a level, they're not more powerful. Make monsters more powerful based on how far you are from the central city. The further you are from the central city, the more powerful the monsters are. So start with that. Then move it up to the next level. So there is no leveling system. Get rid of the leveling system completely. From that point, now you can start dealing with put in the skill up, the things where you normally skill up to do stuff like that. And then, based on that, allocate whatever extra points. I forget how leveling up works. If there's anything that you get from that, like you get more. Oh yeah, that's right. You get more either intellect, strength, or dexterity. Well, make it so that if you're fighting a lot, you get your strength up. If you're doing a lot of stealthy things, you get your dexterity up. And if you do a lot of spellcasting, your intelligence goes up naturally. And don't put a limit on it. Don't say. And then I also like the Final Fantasy II thing where they will. Like every time you gain 4 points in intellect, for example, you would lose 1 point of dexterity and 1 point of strength, which means you can keep going and going and going and get more and more powerful, but for the most part, so you can keep getting more powerful, it's just a little slower that way, and whatever you end up making your character as. So you could have somebody that's really high in dexterity and really high in intellect, or intellect and strength, or whatever. Okay, moving on. And then also make it so that the NPCs... I think that there's a point when NPC systems, non-player character systems, basically the dialogue, the exploration, the communication, there's a point when it gets a little too free, where it's just like, God, I gotta talk to 47 people in this town to figure out what I need to do. Or something like that. So I don't miss anything. I don't like that. I like it. Well, think about Fallout 3. It's a beautiful example. You go into a town, like, there's really like 2 big towns. And beyond that, there's usually places where there's like 3 people there. And it's like, yeah, that's not bad. Talk to 3 different people. That's fine. It's just you overdo it. You should have... This is a generic citizen. You can't do anything with this guy. This person, however, is named. He might have a quest. Something like that. Make it a little more obvious. I don't want everybody to have a name. I would like citizen. Okay. Back to the grind. AlmightyElemental asks, Sidra splits into 2 halves. One is solely her sexy, kinky side, and the other is her sweet, friendly side. Which do you stay with, granted it's impossible to meld them back together? Well, if I was still with her, let's just say, if I was still with her, which one would I pick? Hopefully this doesn't insult her, but I'd probably do the sexy, kinky side. She's... okay, I like it. I like it. And I can handle... I mean, okay, if she's just outright cruel, that would be one thing. But, I don't really... necessarily need someone to be sweet and friendly. I tend to be rather blunt myself. Okay, that's not a question. I should get rid of that. Hold on. Okay. Max Erd 2 asks, do you have a pet? Yes. I have 2 bunnies. Well, sort of. It's a friend of mine. And then I also have my roommate. A cat that lives with my parents. So, me, technically, right now, not so much. And if you wanted a pet, what pet would it be? I want a stainless steel / titanium dog. Fully robotic dog, stainless steel titanium, with some sort of power cell technology that I can plug into the wall and, well, to charge it. And just go hog wild and just be my guardian and go and act dog-like, and that would be cool. It's just like, oh, you want to mess with me? No, you have to mess with my dog. It's made out of steel and titanium. Oh, yeah. That's the pet I want. Mm-hmm. Coolest pet ever. I want it to kind of look like a greyhound. Not a greyhound. Greyhound? No. Greyhounds look stupid. What's the police dogs? The most common ones? I don't remember. You guys know what I'm talking about. The ones that have the pointy ears and they have very short hair, etc. I don't remember what they're called. The police dogs.